Alright, you guys ready to get these Liberation Rites on? Yeah, there should be a way to get more money. It's kind of ridiculous. Is everyone prepared, Hedwin? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. He said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Templars and the Rites tonight. What happens if we fail? Hedwin, my boy, don't you see? Path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Templars this night, then one of them shall end up going free instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? Very same if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight our plan is set in motion. The plan. Peaceful protest. Peaceful revolution. Do those go together? Plan's current probability of success 18%. We are united in our cause. We shall look ever toward the stars for guidance and seize upon our future chances just as they arise. So, look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. Alright guys, you ready? I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like this isn't going to be the final match. Our story shall continue regardless of this or any rights.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader. But only if you can prevail in this Liberation Rite.
Alright. No pressure at all.
And some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Templars. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
The pyre is burned, and each of the triumvirats is present and prepared. I concur, the pyre is burned, and each of the triumvirats is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Templars, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. Oh boy, we haven't seen a demon in a while. I mean, other than Jody. Holy, he's got a pompadour. Oh my god, he looks like one of those dudes escaped from Greece or something. What's happening? Ignorus. His name is Ignorus. I mean, come on, he's got tattoos. His horn is broken. That guy is totally intimidating. You know who I am already, but look at what we got here. The damn Nightwings decided to show up. I almost figured we were never going to see the day again. You tell why he swaggers? Oh yeah. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He indicates Jody. She scoffs back at him. Who's the mask? Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in those damn robes. Jody's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked. Satisfied? Hey, baby. Whoa, you must be new. She's been here the longest. Jody soon puts her mask back on. Enough talk. Ha, I like you, curly horns. I tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys, we're gonna have a spot open. Only shame I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. You think we're gonna pass on that offer? I should rather cut out my tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind? We ought to stick together. Now, come on. Ignorus throws his mask back on as allies snarl at the rest of you. 3 demons, huh? Oh boy, this might be, you might maybe want to queue up those whammies, Dio. I don't have a good feeling. Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf shall they conduct a rite? The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion whom you shall choose to be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend in their aid. Oh, you had the whammies ready. Well, I'm looking at it this way. This can't be any worse than how I'm doing against that damned black dragon in Monster Hunter World. So surely this can't be as hard as that. Okay, and get ready, guys, because we are going to choose who goes first or free, should we win. As you may know, only the most enlightened and the rights are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision. Well, I wonder if Sandra talking to the group is her way of getting them enlightenment. Which is interesting, which means there was no other way to have the other characters going one-on-one before this point. So I'm guessing maybe you have to replay this game again and get the others ready. But let's find out. These are just some theories.
Who most deserves their freedom?
Choose who will be free. Yep, it's exactly as I thought. It's exactly as I thought. Sandra's way of doing that was getting them ready. Okay, so group, who do you want to go free? Hedwyn, Jody, or Rookie? See, because it's funny, it doesn't matter what the enlightenment is. Like, notice he has the most enlightenment or levels, but her enlightenment is, I guess you have to be past level 3. I think that's it. So that's it. Maybe we just didn't get anybody past level 3. Maybe that's the secret. Who have you used the least? Jody, of course. Oh, you were not there for what I had to do to win the one-on-one with her against 3 harpies, and I had to do it twice and I almost failed. The Goblin was there. The Goblin saw all. Oh, and we also have the, you can always check the archives in the Twitch, on our Twitch channel or YouTube. So, what's your choice? I mean, I guess for me, Hedwyn's the most balanced. Story-wise, I feel like he'd want to see his companions off, but as far as players go, he is the best balanced. Obviously, she's strong but very slow, and Rookie is very fast but kind of weak. Say bye to Jody. You want me to do? You want Jody? Okay, so we got the tiebreaker. There's only 3 of us voting though. Okay, so maybe let's see. Do I have a coin to flip? I'm gonna do this by coin flip then. So it's gonna be between Jody and Rookie. Hedwyn's my personal choice. But hold on one sec. Tiebreaker. Unfortunately, Ty hasn't been following with this game, and I'm pretty sure he's back there playing Monster Hunter World. So hold on, alright, let me go to the change jar, and we're going to get a coin to flip. We're doing this by coin flip. Hold on, be right back. Alright, I'm back. I fished out a quarter from our change jar. Let's see if I can do this right without losing the quarter. So we're going to say heads for Jody, tails for Rookie. More flip. I need to get my cartridge out of Origami King. I got a pair of scissors to defeat. Oh, Origami King. That sounds fun. I haven't played a Paper Mario in a while. Okay, so I've grabbed the coin, I flipped it, it's in my hand, and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. So let's see what we got. We got heads. We're taking Jody. Jody it is. I guess this would be one of those points where you guys probably wish I had a camera. So as you know, Jody was my last choice. Dio wins, so hey.
Jodariel.
Oh my god, this is the first time I'm hearing how to pronounce her name. Jodariel. Me? Why? I'm like, lady, look, it was literally the flip of a coin. Then the gate guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well, then under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Jodariel shall be liberated. Should the Templars prevail, the exiled Ignara shall go free instead. How could you? Hey man, don't blame me, or hey madam, don't blame me, blame the coin toss. She then turns to you. Now who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate to strive along Jodariel and to see her return to glory? Okay, so it looks like whoever has the highest alignment gets to choose between the originals who can go. But I'm thinking we can probably pick anyone to join the team.
Who shall strive
Yep.
for her?
Okay, so she's going to need speed. So we're going to take Rookie.
Rookie.
Hey, sure, no pressure, right, sister? Okay, okay, chat. Let you decide again. Who shall be the third? Rookie was my pick. So we can pick Headwind and just do the original 3. You got any preferences for someone you want to pick to go alongside them? Should we keep it the original 3, or do you want to pick one of the newer team members? Sometimes like this, I kind of wish I could save Scum. So if I fail the game, I could just not face the consequences and reload the save. Take Headwind? Alright.
Headwind.
Sounds good. Now let's bring Jody home.
It is done.
Very well. The 8 scribes shall accept your choices, reader of the Nightwings. She then indicates the lone minstrel. Now, are you yourself prepared, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Then let us all begin. Nightwings, been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me.
Commence.
Ah, I dropped it. Oh man, he was too strong. Oh shit, there's somebody over there. Got him. Ah. Yeah, I got him. Holy, look at all the points they have. Oh, should I read? Go! Yeah, big dunk. Oh man, I got greedy. Got greedy. Crap. Sorry guys, I got greedy. Oh, slowly. Yeah, yeah. Nothing but Pyre. You good for nothing, Nightwings. Skip on us for years and then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out of here for once. But now I gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it, I used to be the best. At least this, but now the pressure's gonna getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. Ah, Mora, I doubt you'd ever even recognize me anyway. Come on, Nightwings. Let's see you keep this up. Jeez. Ah, I meant to jump. Damn it. That wasn't good. Damn it, wow. Alright. Oh man.
Unacceptable.
Ooh, I tried.
Woe is you.
Oh man, I can't believe it. Too slow. Alright. A little tougher. Wow, this guy. Oh wow, I can't even overpower him.
Nightwings.
Well,
A rather cunning trick.
well, I tried him, guys. He's a little bit tougher here.
The demon's banished.
Oh shit. Ah man. Dropped shit.
Well cast.
Wow.
Banished, one and all.
Oh, we got it.
There it is.
Yeah, we got it.
The Nightwings proved their
Woo.
of their adversaries. The same cannot be.
Woo, that was tough. Ooh, that was a nail biter, huh, guys?
Thus ends the Liberation Rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen.
Oh, me neither.
Exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out
Okay, deal.
their rightful sentences.
Rightful sentences? Oh, yeah. Yeah, what a joke. We should have had this. Ah, thank you, Goblin. You should have had this. Got all rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Damn it, damn it. Nightwings, be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't going to be so lucky. After all this time, she turns her gaze toward the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all you to thank for doing this for me. The life that I called back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult, and I'm much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this. If that place is still like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better, for as long as I retain my strength and breath. You see her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool. Though you still can hear her voice, though faintly now. Let's see, shimmer pool, a seldom seen celestial phenomenon linking the downside back to the Commonwealth. Farewell then, reader, all of you, for now. And Jodariel earned back her freedom. May she return in glory. Which means we lost one of our strongest party members.
Godspeed, Captain Jodariel. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
Okay. So, no matter what anyone says, I refuse to think that there's some sort of limit to one's understanding of all of this. Okay, so we can choose a mastery for Hedwyn. So we can do Hedwyn gains martial training. Hedwyn gains 50% more stamina, letting him jump and sprint more often. Oh, considering how much I like sprinting, that's a good skill to have. Where we can do movement formation. While bearing the orb, Hedwyn and his allies move with and past the orb more quickly. Or divine retribution. Hedwyn and his allies cause banished adversaries to remain banished for 2 seconds longer than usual. Okay, so you guys got any choices? Martial training, moon formation, or divine retribution? I'll give you a sec to decide. So I wonder how this goes. Do we have to go and fight like 8 more teams, or do we just keep coming back each night? I'm a bit curious myself. I'll give it another second. Okay, then I'm going to go with martial training. I do like stamina. Stamina is important. Okay, so looks like we get another choice for Rookie. Oh, you forgot the choices? Okay, let's see. Looks like no one else gets any decisions. Well, I just gave Hedman more stamina.
May the scribes have mercy on us all.
Okay, so that was a long delay. Oh, okay. Ah, darn Twitch. After your victory over the Tempers and the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how it proceed from here. I don't know what I'm going to do without her here. Well, look on the bright side. It's one less mouth to feed. Well, that's one way to put it. We'll see Jody again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. What about the stars? Can we afford the time? About that, reader, go see for yourself. The night sky over Mount Adalel is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Jody as you look toward the heavens. You gaze into the darkness of the night, and now we seek our destination. Okay, not a lot of stars here, is there? What's this? Archai, the Odin Star, Star of the Sand Runner, those born under it. Hey, I was reading that. Those stars are shining now. The stars revealed nothing, did they not? He confirmed his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is a chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn, and when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. Okay, someone wants to talk to us. Okay, Hedwyn would like to speak. You find Hedwyn on his own after Jody's liberation. You sense straight away what is on his mind. The two of them were close throughout much of his life. He looks at you, but his familiar style is nowhere to be found. I'm sorry, my friend. I should be in a much, much better mood right now. It's just... I can't believe she's gone. Then he shakes his head. Listen to me. I'm talking like she's... He falls silent again. You can tell he needs some time to himself right now and turn to leave. Wait, hold on. Don't leave me here just yet. First of all, my friend, thank you. I don't like to think of it as in quite these terms, but one out of all of us. I hope she really managed to get out of here. She's been here the longest. Not to mention, I'd probably be dead 10 times over by now if not for her. What's more, maybe other than Volfred himself, I have a feeling she's going to make an impact on this plan of ours back on the other side. Just the same, though, I'm going to miss her. You and Hedwyn share some memories of Jody for a time, though it grows clear to you that he needs some time alone. Thanks again, my friend. I hope that one day all of us can meet again. Jody, she'd be happy on that day, I bet. It is very late now. We part ways after bidding each other a good evening. Let's see. Okay, Jody's status is liberated. Let's check the stats of the others real quick. Oh, I wonder what happens if they get all the way to 5. Okay, so alignment's pretty good. I guess we need to work on the other stats. Let's continue the journey. Good morning, my girl. The place I noted earlier, let me illuminate the way. Okay, so we're going to Moonlight Alcove. A small landing on the dark side of the Sacred Mountain. Volfred indicates that you can await the next cycle of the rites here. Volfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Bide your time. Alright, let's see who wants to chat. It's Volfred again. You find Volfred, seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. Greetings, reader. This wagon and I, we many memories together. I cannot help but reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something that you wish to know, you need but ask. Volfred invites you to inquire about his past. Okay, so I think we only get like 1, maybe 2 questions. So let's see, ask what he did to earn his sentence. Volfred reminds you of someone you heard about long ago in the Commonwealth. Ask why the Nightwings is disbanded. The triumvirate of which you're now a part seems to have a storied history. Ask how he knows Lone Minstrel. The two of them seem to be old acquaintances. How long have they known each other? Ask to be excused. Okay, so, does anybody have any request for the question we should ask him? Me personally, I'm curious to know how he got here. No, you really didn't. Welcome back, Dio. So, we can ask Volfred what he did to earn his sentence, ask why the Nightwings disbanded, knows how he knows Lone Minstrel, or we can just leave. Ask why they were disbanded. You'd like to know all of them? Yeah, unfortunately, that's not a valid choice. We probably only get to know, maybe ask 1 question, maybe 2. So, I got 1 vote for why they were disbanded. Anybody else? I've got this coin now, so if we have any ties, we can flip. Okay, so you guys want to know about the Nightwings. You expressed interest in knowing more about how the Nightwings came to be here and Volfred's past connection to the group. I have been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me in a manner, as I understand, quite like how Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then, it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Ursa and another known as Orlick. Once in a while, we let Tizio stand with us as well. He's rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Ursa, we lost her, and Orlick, he was my friend. Alright, let me find out who these people are. Ursa is a former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites. Okay. And Orlick, former exile of the Nightwings. Or at least we can see what they look like. He fell from Mount Adalel. We lost him as well, on the night he was to be free. Did he fall from the mountain, or was he pushed from the mountain? Suddenly, murder mystery. Maybe. We were reckless and hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blame the rites themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, and yet it was too much. I vowed to never don the mask and raiment. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiment. I had the Black Wagon cleared and buried, such that they cannot be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. That's all I wish to say of this, my girl. Okay. Looks like we get to ask another question. Me personally, I want to know what he did to get his sentence, but you guys can decide again. Now that we know all about the Nightwings, or a little bit more about them. Give you a second to get your choices in. Sentence? Okay. Alright, looks like we're going to do sentence then. You asked Volfred about his past in the Commonwealth, and how it is he came to be in the downside. How rather forward you, my girl. Most whom I met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you're familiar with the stamping press. I own and operated one. So, stamping press, Gutenberg press, the legal invention allowing written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS, the Commonwealth was under siege from within as anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread. Okay, so a stamping press is pretty much a Gutenberg press. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the high-wing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under a pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude the capture for a while. But not for long enough. Here in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is long and short of it. Now, was there anything else? Oh wow, we get to ask everything. That's a surprise, so we're going to ask the next question. You asked Volfred about his history with the lone minstrel, whom he seems to know quite well. Burke was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen. Although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. Dio did get his choice. He serves the Rites and the Nightwings. I have tried to ask of him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though it is plain that he's not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizio were instrumental in our meeting. It has been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? Nah, I guess we can excuse ourselves. He thanked Volfred for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. Okay. So let's see, how shall we bide our time? Everyone, the amenities here are modest at Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. And the Moonlight Alcove. I've already read that. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. I shall be ready by when you need it next. From the mountaintop, you can see across the downside. It is impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. Oh, that's depressing. And so, you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back your freedom one by one. Oh, the game did listen to you, Dio. Many moons pass. Then one evening... May I have a moment, reader? So, we've been camping out here for months. The lone minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites as you've been learning through your stay at this abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader, madam. The stars shine like you have never seen. Once more, the path towards salvation is revealed, but now something is different. The stars shine once more. Okay, what's this? Each prior time you search the stars, they show to you a single path, but now several rites avail themselves to you at once. Henceforth, you may choose from several different rites. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we can have some rematches, I guess. So our choices are Triesta, and we face the accusers. Ors, and we'll face the withdrawn, basically the creepy snake ladies. Jomar, the Dust Dawn. We can face the angry dogs again. Let's see. I think that was it. So, anybody got any preferences? Okay, you want to do the Silver Star. Alright, you got any votes, Dio, or shall we just go with the Silver Star? Alright, I like it. Nice and simple. And back to the horsey. The stars urge that we go to the nest of Triesta, a long way off. Volfred, sir, how are we to reach the nest of Triesta in due course of time? You know full well, Torek. Preparations are complete. I'm telling you, it was instant teleportation. You think you see the lone minstrel smile ever faintly, but cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advance, you shall find there will be fewer rites this time until once more we are to traverse the scribe gates. Exactly how many, it is difficult to say, but our next chance of liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. It's only fitting that the Silver Husky choose the Silver Star. Oh, well, thank you, Dio. Your companions have not traveled far from the Moonlight Alcove. Where's the news still spreads throughout the group? Soon spreads throughout the group. Okay, what is this weird device here? Okay, let us continue. The next morning, Volfred calls together everyone before the black wagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. I'm telling you, it's a teleportation device. With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now it shall escort us anywhere in the stars require. Come and see. And if you remember who Bertrude is, it's the snake lady. She made it so we can travel the sea on her wagon. Volfred beckons you to join him in the wagon. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components of once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way. By flying. He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. I'm telling you, wings are about to sprout from this thing. Or it just be an airshift. Having soared into the sky, the black wagon remains aloft somehow. I can't believe it. Oh, by the scribes. Hey, now we're talking. The Nightwings sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. And there is one catch. The downside provides few locales suitable for landing. Now we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. Then we make our way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. Black Wagon can fly. Seek the landing near the nest of Triesta. Maybe there's a faster way to do this. Oh, okay, look at that. We're flying. We'll just follow a little navigation. Hold right trigger to boost. Okay, there we go. Looks like we can land here. The unmistakable remains of Zavestus, the horse-headed, which protrude from the ash and fire there below. So I'm taking it to be a work of sculpture, reader. Work of a sculptor, reader. A tale of a titan felled by Saint Triesta Tithys is more unbelievable than thought that some Daria exiles over many years carved a titan's visage out of stone. Be that as it may, the climate and the cliffs are now home to exiled harps such as the Essence, whom you face here when you first arrived. Even they do not know all the locale's sacred significance. Okay, I'm thinking we can land here then? Yes. Okay, back to the Black Basin. Your wagon touches down in the Black Basin where you first met Volfred and Promethea as well. You briefly wonder at what might have happened if your paths had not crossed. Full inspection of the wagon is already underway by the time you join the rest of the group. TCO takes care to realign each set of stabilizers, needing little help from you. Meanwhile, Headwind greases any intakes that's sealed shut during the flight. You soon run into Volfred, who has further details to report. Systems are nominal. This wagon's fit to journey onward at dawn's light. The group disperses, then takes some time for rest, while others pretend to personal pursuits. You should have time enough to do the same. Okay, we can survey, but I want to return to the wagon. Okay, so Sir Gillen wants to talk. So we got a keepsake from the Black Basin. Common room, we got levers now. We got stuff we can pull on. What's this? Magma mug provides a bit of warmth from cold nights and something to watch, to nod and stare. Ooh. Let's turn that off. Sir Gilman is shivering in there after the Black Wagon's maiden voyage through the skies. Master Reader, the knight is very, very slightly out of sorts is all. He merely appears terrified, but he assures you that his seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case. Promethea overhears and joins you. A flying is not for everyone, Sir Knight. This knight heartily concurs, though how anyone at all can stand it, he has yet to understand. Well, let's see. What's it like to swim the waters of the Sea Dominion? Ah, those glorious murky waters, engulfed in hideous warfare to be sure, but otherwise they enjoy to cut across, to feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits and the like. Though this knight is now accustomed to his life above the surface. Flying's just the same, Sir Knight. It resists those of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like, but the thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though I haven't had to swim, and you now have to fly, that's very brave of you, and you handled it better than some heart fledglings I've met in my day. You'll get used to it. She departs, but you sense Sir Gilman is feeling better after the exchange. Sir Gilman gained one hope for the next rite. Let's wish him well. Okay. Let's see what's in the book. Oh, look at all these chapters that are available. Oh boy, I'm gonna need some water to drink to read all of this. Living in exile. Once I too roam free. Oh, hey Ty.
Hi, baby.
It's hot in here.
It is hot in here. You playing the fire?
Yeah, I am. I've been reading a lot.
All right. It'll keep your brain strong.
Or something like that. Anyway, living in exile. I once too roamed free. I remember well those days in which I was called chief. I traveled all the world over on my four paws, and I was well adored. I wanted to grow stronger. Here at last I have. I shall not mince words. This place shall either harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a little bit, and to prolong your stay, but only for as needed. Your charge is to return. We call this place a downside for a reason, but in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. The Pyre does have some hot games, it's true. Okay, so that was Living in Exile from the words of Jomar Minimains, the Alpha Chief. Okay. So what's chapter? Okay, that was the first exile. Was this new? You know perhaps the thrice cursed name of Solium Mur, Emperor Sar, the first exile in my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him and around his country. Yet we found a Solium Mur, a man transformed in body, mind, and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time he named us all his scribes, and he became the eighth. It is my greatest honor to now share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rites. Okay, that was his story. We haven't read that since the first day. Let's make sure we haven't missed over anything. Yeah, that was basically how he was a shitty emperor and how he went insane, etc. Okay, so that was chapter 1. Chapter 2 was the dog. Okay, now we have chapter 3, the Forsaken Lands. Okay, so I guess this is one of the bog dwellers, the snake people. Let's see, the Forsaken Lands. Years upon long years we spent distilling life essence from many things, which we all once rived under the auspices of their mortality, which we ourselves cut short. In this we have no regrets, for we learned much, and we think they did. We learned the title Witch, and we were forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Solium Mur, and soon we gained understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalog our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. He wished to yield benefit to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both then. Black Basin. Oh boy, another entry. It's like we don't have too much. Well, I don't have too much more to read. Black Basin. The continent we call Black Basin shall one day tear itself apart. Arriving upon the blackened, molten crags, towered by only the harp Triesta, we pressed onward toward a suffocating wood. This land felt to us somehow primordial. Deep in its roots and noxious crevices lay innumerable clues as to its ancient history. But we had little time to excavate, for our supplies, by then, were thin. Further, we were lost. Our best attempts at circumnavigation had all failed. It was Luscoran who reached out at last unto the stars, and they revealed the way. Then at last we could see the sacred Mount Adalel there in the distance. There are a lot of new entries, I agree. Okay, so this is the last part of the chapter that's out. Mount Adalel. Gaining the summit of the sacred Mount Adalel involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palatable. The sensation that we felt indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than to the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tomb, which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of rites and felt together for the first a sense of freedom unlike any we experienced before. But that is a subject with which our comrades shall illuminate in greater detail. I guess this is probably why I didn't give you the book all at once, because this is a lot to take in. Let's see, I'm going to read chapter 4 and then we're going to do another rite. This is bad as school. Remember school when they made you open a book and read? I mean, now granted it was never attached to video games, but I'm just getting that feeling. Celestial landmarks. Do you feel kinship with the stars? You owe your everything to them. Perhaps one day even your freedom. I chased the stars across the river of my genealogy until they led me here. I demanded they explain to me the paradox of knowledge. For how is it that something can be shared but still contained within ourselves in its entirety? The stars did not respond, but sent me on a quest. I sought the 9 landmarks which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal the mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses through which we see the land and see ourselves in a new light. Oh yeah, you always hate it. You're like, you're just minding your own business, trying not to be noticed, and then the teacher points at you like, hey, read this passage. But fortunately, I'm going to do all the reading for us today, so no worries about that. Although it would be hilarious if that was possible. So it looks like this is the last entry for Chapter 4, the Book of Rites. Much can be said about the Sisters of the Arch, whom we banished to great beyond for deeds irredeemable. Suffice it that the details of their banishment are written within this book. The sisters and the book became inseparable, not unlike the stars, their light and the infinite darkness that engulfs them. The stars communicate to us, and you, in turn. The words within this book are all but an edifice, a simple surface. Look past the text, to the hidden meaning, to the hidden power. The stars above, they are not mere lights. These are not mere words. If you chance upon the Sisters of the Arch within their prison here, give them our thanks. That's not ominous at all. So we'll save chapters 7 and 8 for a little bit later, because I'm getting tired of reading. So let's survey the Black Shore. And speaking of reading, hey, here's some more reading to do. After having reached the stifling vapors of Black Shore, you volunteer to survey the grounds. You prepare to head out. And let's remind ourselves what the Black Shore is. The low road to the nest of Triesta passes through the razor-sharp sands. However, your companions beat you to it in this case. Please don't exert yourself, okay? We'll be back shortly, I think. They depart, leaving you to rest up. Later they return with nothing much to report. You are feeling better and are in the midst of deciding which of your vocations to pursue. Okay guys, what do you want to do to pass the time? Should we forage from our resources? Study in private so we can give bonuses to our exiles during the rite? Or should we have somebody level up? Mentor a companion? I got no preference this time because it seems like no matter what we do, we're not going to get much money. Sit back and I'll take myself a quick breather from reading. And kind of wish it wasn't so hot in this house. I kind of wish I had either an air conditioner in the living room or some central air. Because after I cooked, it is hot in here and this house is small. The living room is a couple feet away from the kitchen, which is a couple feet away from the dining room, which is my office. And I am hot. Okay, so you want to do mentoring. Alright. A little bit of rest over. Sorry, I closed my eyes for a second. So, let me see. I think I'm going to choose somebody who's really low, but somebody we also want to use. So, do you guys want to mentor Bay? She's best Bay. We haven't used Tizio in a while. Sir Gilman's pretty low in the Enlightenment. Or the Heart, or Pemethea. Is it hot in the house or is it just you? Oh, you. I'm going to say a little bit of both. So, I'm thinking Sir Gilman's been pretty badly neglected. But what do you guys want to do? Do you want to do... Yeah, you do have some cool emojis. I need to get my hands on some of those one day. So, Bay, Tizio, Gilman, or Pemethea? Pick Sir Gilman. Alright. Anybody else want Sir Gilman as well? Or shall we just go with our very, very enthusiastic worm? Gil is Nito. Okay, let's mentor him then. This night shall be your eager protege. Jeez, I can't read tonight. You and Sir Gilman spend some of the time reviewing the specific aspects of the rite, such as the properties of the aura. You sense to gain something from it. Ooh, Ooh, almost a level 3. This knight had no idea what the master reader said exactly, yet he feels smarter nonetheless. Alright, good job. Let's continue. At dawn, everyone seems to have recovered from the rigors of your maiden voyage across the skies. It is time to return to the nest of Triesta and confront the accusers once again. Alright. Oh, if I remember, it was the accusers and the guy and the old dog. The old cur. Oh my gosh, so many pages revealed.
Huh?
Look at all that book is shiny. So much to read. What's this floaty thing here? Greatest stone, exuberance of flagrant discard for natural law, thus providing light entertainment. Oh, look at this! Oh, you guys know I'm easily amused by stuff like this. I like it. Oh, wrong button. I was too close to the door. And we'll do a little. Ah, that goes together so well. Faye seems to be talking to the Black Wagon's walls again. Though, this time, something seems to come over her. Little brother, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? You weren't sure whether to check with her or leave her be. Me personally, I'm like, let's get the hell out of here. Bay wants to know why you didn't mentor her. Bay is acting rather odd, even for her. So you guys want to wait and listen? They would not be here if she lacked the capacity to work through her problems. Get her attention. Your concern for her is such that you would best check in and make sure she is alright. So, do you want to get her attention or wait and listen? Keep her. She seems stable. Keep her stable. So I guess get her attention? Though Bay is clearly capable of surviving on her own, you do work for her, and in this case, make an attempt to reach out to her. Oh, hi, miss. I don't think I saw you there just now, and so my little brother here and we were just talking for a little while. Well, I was the one doing the talking. Why, my little brother, he's just a wagon wall, so he cannot respond. He cannot respond, but he can listen, and he listens really well. Now I'd like to get back to my conversation with him, if you don't mind. And you're welcome to stay, though, if you like. Seems Bay is doing alright after all. Bay wishes to continue her conversation. Do you want to keep listening, or leave her be? She did invite you to stay. Perhaps you will learn something of her. Leave her be. Conversation seems to be a private matter and not your concern. Very normal, very stable. So, I guess, have your pick. Keep listening or leave her. Keep listening. She is best Bay. Keep at it. Yeah, 2 for 2. Decided to take Bay up on her invitation to keep listening to her conversation with the wagon wall. Her little brother, as she calls it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I remember. It's just that they always said there was something wrong with me, but they wouldn't really tell me what. They just said I was moon-touched, but so what? Okay, what the heck does moon-touch mean? Those deemed impaired by the Commonwealth standards are very different in a negative sense. Oh. So then the scribes, they called me out here. They are the ones who brought me here. Not those people. They were so cruel. They were always so cruel. I didn't have a little brother at the time. The one that I can recall, really. Although so much of it back then. I can't tell how much of I dreamt. Most of it I didn't want to be true. But I remember that they threw me out. They decided they would throw me out and let the scribes take care of me. They said the scribes would take care of me. So it was so very quiet here, and I was all alone again. Although I think I liked it more being alone down here than being alone back there. Everybody's alone down here, and so it makes me feel less alone somehow. Back there, I would sometimes see families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. But here, there was hardly anyone at all. But I knew I was closer to the scribes, and I knew that they were in the sky above, and I did search for them up there, you know? And then one night, I found them. I saw the stars, and they were falling to the ground, and I thought, why is it the scribes themselves are crying? Are they sad? And maybe, are they sad for me? Well, that was when I saw you, little brother. With your help, I can get closer to the scribes. That way, maybe they can answer all of my questions, don't you think? But I'm so very glad for you and the others. I'm finally not alone. I'm finally not alone. And more importantly, I think, sometimes I even feel that way, that I'm not alone. Maybe, as we get closer, I will get to feel that way more often. Being here, or being anywhere, with you, and all of my friends. She falls silent. And though you were concerned for her at first, you sense that now she is at peace. Yeah, she really does need some friends. I guess she has them now? She wanders off, faintly smiling. You sense that you have a better understanding of her now. Barry, Rosto, okay, so her bio has been updated. Okay. So she was a special child left abandoned and alone despite her seemingly simple nature. She possessed a strange affinity of the old ways. One day she was taken in by the authorities, and when she revealed her vexations about the scribe, she was deemed witless. And then no one claimed responsibility for her. She was cast into exile. And the downside, she has wandered aimlessly in search of more clues about the legendary heroes who so fascinate her. That looks like her hope to improve a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Looks like there's more entries on chapter 1. We'll save that for later.